Okay, I got the magic words saying that we're live right now.
Yes.
So, I don't know how to test it though. Hello, if you can hear me and you're here. We are live according to this. This is unedited Allie talking. Man, I don't know what I'm doing.
Work with me.
And you might be able to hear Brandon. He's they're on the other end of the Discord call right now. Oh, hey, it's Megalyn. Hey.
Oh boy, what did I just hit? That's digital zoom. Digital zoom.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am glad I'm live. Thank you for the thanks, Ezek, for the update there. Yeah, we're just testing out some things in here because I've never done this before. So I just want to see what it's all about and what I'm getting myself into. Excuse me.
Do you have a link to the
It's in the Discord.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. I should know that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is chat. Oh, look, my mom is in the chat. Hi, Mom. Okay.
I will say the camera quality looks a little better now if you look at me on Discord.
Oh yeah, yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
See if we can get you up here. I have no idea what I'm doing.
But it's still like in this weird aspect ratio. I don't know why.
Okay. Sorry guys, this is momentarily just me trying to figure out what buttons to be pressing and where to be looking. I hope my mic sounds okay, because I can't hear it. It's afternoon here for us too, Morse. Okay, there's so many buttons, guys, on this. So many. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Man, we'll definitely...
Your mic...
What?
I was gonna say your mic sounds amazing.
Oh, okay, good.
Not through Discord, but through the live stream itself, it sounds pretty good.
That's good. Okay, I should stop touching my microphone then. Oops. Cool. This is fun. This is like a whole new world. There's so much data here. Oh, I love it. Okay, so what's going on, guys? How are we doing? This is a little chance for while we're setting up some things. We have a couple of streams planned for the future, and I figured I didn't have time to make a video and edit it this for today, because usually videos go up every Tuesday and Thursday, but I didn't have a video to go up today, so I thought it'd be fun to just chat while I figure out what this streaming setup looks like and how to do it. So I can't tell how much latency is there.
It seems like 15 seconds or so.
Jeez, that's a long time. Yeah, Morris, we're gonna have some really cool projects in the works right now. Unfortunately, a lot of our time right now between me and Brian is spent on studying for exams because I'm in school, so I have to get those done. But tomorrow I have an exam for the A+ Core 2, so if I pass that, I'll be A+ certified. And then I just found out that I'll be working on my Pen Test Plus next, instead of a different web security setup. So, yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting. I have been looking forward to the Pen Test Plus, but I didn't realize it was gonna be so soon. So now I'm a little nervous that I'm kind of jumping right into it after not really studying cybersecurity fully, because I've just been doing the introductory courses. So It's gonna be interesting. Thinking I might do a stream on my birthday this year because I have the day off. That's cool, Morse. What are you going to school for?
I'm assuming.
Hey,
well, maybe,
hey,
yeah.
don't make assumptions, Brandon.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know.
Um,
Well, I think that varies from like between Allie and I, but like generally we try to get at least 4 hours in,
a
per
day.
day if we
Yeah.
can.
I work full time. Also, I've been working from home because of the pandemic. So generally, when I can on breaks and after work, just trying to get an extra 4 hours in is hard but doable. And then on top of that, like I said, we have a lot of projects going on in the background for the LCS channel. So we want to. It's hard to balance it. But I mean, I started studying for my core 2 last week, and I'm taking the exam this week. So giving myself about 2 weeks per exam to just study and know what I'm doing. Thank you. It's not for another like 27, 28 days. Who's counting?
You know, like 4 weeks. Basically the whole month still.
There's so many buttons to press. I can't emphasize that enough. There's so many things you can do on this screen. And then I have like this whole like data chart of like how many current viewers we have and like what the chat rate is and stream health and all this other stuff that's really fun to look at. So I'm getting distracted really easily.
Ooh.
I wish there's something else I could look at though, because it's making me like super sidetrack. Okay. So.
Oh.
Oh, tell her happy birthday.
Yeah. She basically shares a birthday with my brother. My brother's birthday is the 13th. What college are you trying to go to?
I think I need to figure out how to get music streaming in the background too. That'd be fun. Ooh.
I need to switch my account to VVC.
I'm trying to figure out how to get your camera on here, Bran. Working on it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't figure it out, you can't figure it out. Don't stress it too hard.
Display
For
capture
a starting
2.
point, do you plan on going to like a 2-year degree there, and then maybe like a finish up your bachelor somewhere else, or like are you thinking graduate school?
Can I just do... Okay. Show all of my tabs to the world right now. Okay, let's not view all of that. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna respond to something someone said in the chat. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm an information system specialist for the state of Oregon. So it's kind of like help desk, but it's a little more involved because we have a pretty big, we have a help desk team. So we're kind of like another tier of that, but just for our division that we do. So it's pretty exciting. I've learned a lot.
And for me, I basically have my degree in finance, and I was a financial consultant for a time. about like a year and a half. The work wasn't that interesting. It's good work. It's fun. I enjoy finances and all that. But right now I'm just trying to make a career switch over to like IT and like IT support and cybersecurity because it seems more, at least it seems more interesting to me. So it's one of those things where I finished my 4-year degree and now I want to switch. So currently, I am unemployed. I'm basically putting all my full time into like setting up learn cybersecurity,
Oh, shoot.
and trying to and trying to get a more career oriented job. I worked in like retail and stuff like that while I was in college for like 4 years. And then at the end of my 4 years, I was able to secure an internship. I did that for about 6 months, and then I was basically a financial consultant for about a year after that. But right now, nothing.
Yes, I know the video just cut out. Sorry. I'm pressing way too many buttons for my own good over here right now. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry.
You want to be a
Resolution.
pen tester. I wish I could tell you more about pen test, but we're gonna be doing that actually really soon ourselves.
I love pen testing. It is also right now, besides DFIR, it is one of my areas of interest at the moment. But there's so much more to cybersecurity than just that. So that is one thing to know, is that pen testing is a great way to be interested in cybersecurity in general. But a lot of times, some people will find pen testing and then they'll move to something else because they found something more up their alley.
Up their alley.
Pun always intended.
Intended, yeah.
Edit. Where's my transform? Okay. This is why I should not be allowed to press buttons during streams, because I'm going to break it 100% of the time. Okay. What did I miss? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, DFIR is, it stands for, oh my gosh, my brain is blanking. Shoot. What? So it stands for incident response. So it's digital forensics and incident response. So it's kind of like the people who are on the scene for, like when a attack happens or when there's a security breach incident or something like that. That's kind of your team that'll come in and take care of those things.
So you work as an IT technician, I'm assuming, for like a elementary school through high school, like elementary school, middle school, and high school. That's really cool.
Okay, I think what I need to do is, instead of browser, let's delete that one. Yes, I'm still pressing buttons. Okay, I think I just need to do, I wish there was a way, I'm sure there is that I haven't seen, to have like a pre-staging area that you can flip to, like transition to, once you're ready to go. I have not gotten that far in my research into this. I think it's just window capture. Okay. Let's just call this Discord. Oh, well, Discord window. That's not Discord. Why are you doing this one? I want Discord. There we go. Okay, okay. And then we'll change it so I'm looking at your full video. And full screen you. What are you doing? Okay. Do this. Oh man, I lost your audio. Hold on.
It's because I'm muted.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Dude, don't be... What are you doing? You munching over there?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so I wonder if I can... Oh, shoot. I'm, like, messing up all my stuff. There's no Control-Z option, if you guys are wondering. So I'm just, like, moving all of my screens where I shouldn't. Okay. And we'll just put his little face in the corner over here. That way you guys can see who's talking over here. Is there a way I can, like, zoom in on the, like, particular part of it?
Wait, am I still... I think this time you did actually lose my audio.
No, I can hear you. You haven't said anything.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Okay. That's Bran up there. He's the other voice talking here. Okay. Let's we don't want to cover my idol cert that's so professionally hung right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's still in its folder. I haven't even like pinned it anywhere.
I wonder, can I just like edit this? Oh, I can make, oh, that was me. I made me upside down. Hold on. I was trying to make you upside down, and I did it to myself. That's what I get.
You're trying to like make me, why are you trying to make me?
Well, I'm trying to like zoom in so that it's not there. This is so professional. I love this.
I wonder why there's like it's probably because of the webcam.
It's
like the black
no,
border,
that's Discord itself.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Scale filtering.
You get like a stream overlay for the black border, so it could be like
perfect.
Cute.
I can make a color. That's cool. We're working on it. We're figuring it out as we go. I have things going on over there. My phone's going crazy. Okay, and I can easily just, that's me, and then that's you. Okay, I'm learning how it works. We'll figure it out as we go. This is the whole point of this, is just to chat, and Allie can press all the buttons and break everything. Okay. We got any more? What's going on, people? What are we doing? I'm looking at all the data again.
Yeah.
Vampire, gaming, YouTube. Oh, that's fun. I would totally be a gaming streamer if I could be good at games. Definitely got to get like some background music going so that we can jam while we're here. With YouTube approved music, of course, and not copywritten music.
Or, like royalty free music that we purchased at some point or another.
True.
There's still that Humble Bundle up, which I think we should do.
Also, if you guys haven't already looked at the Humble Bundle for the hacking books, those are really great books. I own a lot of them. I'm gonna pull up the list here of all the books, but they have so many books. Some of them, a lot of people will say, are outdated, like the Pen Testing by Georgia. Whoa, what's her name? Georgia something. Georgia Weidman or Georgia Weidman. But that one's older, but it's still like all of the concepts in there are super good for just learning the basics. Hacking, the art of exploitation is really good. Anything on Metasploit that teaches you that tool, like everyone will tell you that's one of the most used tools for hackers or penetration testers or
and I would just recommend. I would just recommend looking at the Humble Bundle website every now and again because of the fact that like. You can see that sometimes they just have like study materials up that are really, really good. Like not too long ago, like about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had a bunch of materials on like AWS cloud security, Azure, and all these other like different really, really great certifications. And they're all books about the certifications, So it's just great to add. Like Humble Bundle's not just a like a gaming website. Beforehand, yeah, sure. Like when it first started, but ever since it got like bought out by I think IGN, I think it got bought out by. It's been doing a lot more things that you mainly get the games now through their Humble monthly choice thing, which I don't really subscribe to. But every now and again, they'll still throw like a game bundle, but. A lot of the time they're just throwing these book bundles, which are really, really cool sometimes.
Yeah, and I would say any books and stuff that you can get on on anything is good, and training material and stuff, because they also sometimes throw in like video courses and stuff like that. So and ADUG, I totally found a Star Wars lo-fi beat, and it's been the only thing I listen to when I study now. It is amazing. Yeah, they got a like a lot of these books I either have or are already on my wish list for like my reading list for books. So practical packet analysis, practical malware analysis, which is another area that I really want to look into, malware data science. All of these are just such good books. Let me throw a link to that in the chat. Just so you guys can look, because also in real world bug, to interrupt my own self, real world bug hunting is one of the best books I have read on bug bounty hunting, and I love it. It's one that I have read cover to cover twice now. So I'll link it here. That is the Humble Bundle. Also know that the profits go to charity, which is always a good thing, and you get a bunch of good books in it. I think
that's really cool, Doug. I didn't realize that. That's really cool of them. To be offering that until the end of the year, basically. Discounted Microsoft certification exams, and it's for people who are out of work due to COVID-19. That's really cool. I did not know about that at all.
We'll make sure the next time the stream is a little more glamorous. I wanted to play around with how to go live.
Microsoft Azure fundamentals, data fundamentals, AI fundamentals, 365. Nice. So you have to schedule the exam before the end of the year, but you have until March of next year to sit for the exam. That's actually really cool. You just have to schedule it beforehand.
Mm-hmm. What other questions we got? What's everyone doing?
Pen testing done as a team.
There's a lot of I think it depends. Like you can have teams of pen testers. I mean, that's the whole idea behind like red team, blue team, is you're doing a bunch of team oriented stuff, or not team oriented stuff, but you have, these teams that are set up to do those things for you. But a lot of times, like, especially with pen testing that's outsourced, it's just, some not random person, but some qualified person doing, attacking your network or whatever it is. Start wars. Yes, let's start wars. I'm kidding. Let's not.
Yeah, whoops. Yeah, Star Wars. Oh, yeah.
Well, Brant, I think we should talk about some of the stuff that we have coming up for the people that are tuned in.
Sure.
Let me pull up my little list of things. I'm a huge believer in lists in organization. So some of the projects that we have coming up, we can't talk about who yet, but we do have a couple cybersecurity professionals who have agreed some way or another to come on to learn cybersecurity and do some interview type things and collaboration. So we're working on fine tuning those types of things, which is really exciting. And for those of you who follow the Let's Learn series, I was doing Let's Learn Python before I took a break for a while to focus on my job. And so that's going to be coming back, and it's going to be coming like in January, I think is when we have that scheduled for. And it'll be really cool because we're going to start off with a giveaway of some books on Python that I have extra copies of. And but that's going to be in our Discord. So if you haven't already, you want to go to Discord. Brand, can you link that?
Yeah, I can link the Discord. I have an infinite link.
Also, Isik, I'm going to make you a moderator just in case I'm not catching things and Brand's not here. So, boop. Oh, congratulations.
I'm using the wrong account right now for...
just put it in the Discord and I'll link it.
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, right, because I can't paste links. One day we'll have a vanity link.
Yeah.
Slayer. Someone, I think, recognized your shirt, maybe?
Oh, no, it's close. It's As I Lay Dying. I am an IT metalhead. My fiance confirmed me. From definitely not metal music to metal music.
Also, just to respond to something that you said earlier, Morse, like what's the best certifications? I think the best certifications are the ones that are going to work for you. That can depend and vary. There are obviously like basic entry-level certifications like the A+ and things like that. But it really depends on what you want to do, and you should get the ones that are conducive to getting that job.
Yeah, and I think going with that, it's a lot of like in the moment, what are you interested in and what's going to help you continue to learn and basically motivate you to continue, on the path that you're going. Or if you already know, like, hey, this is the career I want to be, looking up like what's a normal path, what's a normal certification path for that individual or that professional that'll get you there. I think one of the biggest things that's helped me is looking at, like, at one point I wanted to be in a security center, an SOC, and what does that analyst look like? What are they looking for? And I would go on like Indeed and just look for the positions that are posted, and I'd see what the requirements are or what are their qualifications or asks of that person. And oftentimes you'd see things like, oh, you need to have like a Security Plus, or you need to have some other certification that's going to get you in there. Or even knowing, like, reaching out to the companies themselves and saying, like, hey, I know I'm not qualified yet for this position, but what would get me, like, what are you guys looking for? What things can I be working towards? And that's something that I've done several times with several different companies, several different people. And every time I've gotten a response back, like, hey, we're so glad you're interested in this position. Yeah, this is the kind of thing we're looking for. We would really prefer also if this person could do XYZ, and then you have a going list to work off of. Okay, if I want to get here, here's some starting steps for me to be looking in this direction, which I think it's just super, super useful. A federal hacker. So yeah, so especially like working for the feds, like the Security Plus, I think is a requirement for a lot of government jobs. As I work in the state side, I don't work in the federal side, so I can't speak too much for it, but they're definitely going to want someone who has certifications and a degree, most likely. Most federal jobs require a bachelor's, at least. It's just the new standard right now, or an equivalent of experience. So those are the things that you want to look at on Indeed, is look up, FBI penetration tester or whatever they have, and see what you need to work on to get there. Okay, and I'm getting dinged on Discord.
Yeah, it was from Doug joining.
Nice. Welcome, Doug. Welcome to our lovely Discord. I think it's actually, can we call it out of construction now? I think it's been well made.
I think it's out of construction, but it's one of those things where it's like it's still hard to interact with it because we're still making things for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the like resources and the everything else for it. So the NSA, there is. I was gonna mention that actually about the NSA. I know there is a. I think I can't remember what it's called. It might be Stoke something, but there is a education scholarship for like incoming college students, like students who are about to go to college, like high school seniors. I think it's more particularly geared toward minority students. But if you're planning to do like a degree in like computer science or computer engineering or something like that, um, you can what do you call it? They will give you like a full ride to whatever college you choose, basically. The only thing is that after you finish that degree, you work for the NSA for 4 years, or else you have to pay back the money to the government. I remember like when I was in high school, I'm like, oh, this seems like a really good idea. And then the thing that scared me out of it was the 4 years of like like the way I looked at it was forced labor, but it's not forced labor. You're getting paid for it. The way I should have looked at it was it's a job that's guaranteed for 4 years after college.
I mean, it's definitely more than a lot of people can say going out of college. Like, a lot of people kind of just assume that if you get a degree, you're gonna get a job right away. And I think it's really important for people to understand that the degree will help. I said that weird. Certifications will help, but you have to put the work in, and you have to show like you're still learning, you're willing to continue to learn, and you are willing to put in the effort to get noticed and get these jobs. So
yeah. I think the thing with the NSA scholarship was that if you were granted it, you basically got a summer internship with them every year, and then you just had to work with them for at least, I think, 6, because it was 1.5 times the amount of years you study. So if you study for 4 years, it's 6 years. But my brain at the time was just scared of that number. It's like, oh, would I really want to work for the NSA for 6 years? And in retrospect, it's like I wasn't thinking about it like, oh, this is a guaranteed like career, basically. Like the moment I get out of college, if I'm accepted into this program, I have a career.
mm-hmm.
Which my mind wasn't there yet. I was still super young. Like they let you take on like crazy loans and stuff like that. I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
It would be cool though. My parents have always been like, you should work for the FBI. It's like, one day maybe, we'll see. I don't know. You have to like. I think the cyber mentor mentioned one of the things that would be cool about working for the military or like the FBI is you get to probably play with tools that you wouldn't normally be able to play with or use outside of that context. But there's also like there's a lot more strict like NDA type things, like you have to get really high security clearance and stuff like that, which if they're going to pay for is great, but also which can also help you in the future with future positions and stuff like that. But I'm someone who really likes talking about things I'm working on and things I'm doing, so part of me is just like, oh man, if I couldn't talk about like my work to anyone, like would I, like, obviously I'd still be contributing in some way or another, but is that where I want to go and what my desire is for the future? So those are just things to think about.
I mean, something that I would like to touch on what Doug said in the chat too is like, the idea of going to college right now. To be honest, a lot of like not only government agencies but a lot of like corporations are starting to roll back that idea that you need to go to college just to get this job. A lot of the time, they're switching to more like competency-based, like interviewing processes. Like for example, like the coding interview. The coding interview is heavily, competency-based. So it's one of those things where like you mainly get the job based upon your own ability, and that ability doesn't necessarily have to come from college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for like I recently started going back to school, and I it's not that I really wanted to go back to school. It was more so I wanted to be able to check a box in the future, and I was getting the itch to learn again. But for me, like, it was really important that I chose a school that wasn't just about how much time I sat in a seat or virtual seat. It was like my ability to actually do the things that these certifications and stuff say that I can do. And so I think it's like just going to school for the sake of going to school is kind of an outdated mindset. And by that, I mean, it's clearly the mindset everyone still has, but people are learning now that it's not a good idea, because you'll just get loans for no reason. I mean, I can say, you know, there's a lot of people I know who I think going to school and getting, you know, some diversity and some outside perspective is really good for you, and I would definitely encourage it for that. But just getting student loans to get a piece of paper that you don't even know if you're going to use isn't really the smartest plan to go into, unless you're like, I'm going in to learn these things, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to get some experience or some perspective or whatever. But I think there's a lot of decision that goes into deciding to go back to school or to start going to school and what that looks like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I'm someone that finished my 4-year degree, and I don't say I regret it, because I made a great amount of friends, I networked a lot, you know, I learned a lot of things about, you know, finance and business, and I really got engrossed in my degree. However, you know, like, after the fact, where it's like, I don't know if I necessarily even want to do this anymore, it becomes like, oh, all you really have now is a piece of paper that says you completed college, you know, which is unfortunate because of, like, what I'm doing now, you know, which is like, I want to do like information technology and cybersecurity. So I'm heavily relying on a lot of these certifications to show that I have the experience and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect, I'm basically just making a like fake information systems degree, because like computer information systems has a lot of like business-based courses based on like management and, you know, basic business functions. But that was basically what my degree was. It was like business and finance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just adding in the IT portion after the fact, like a year and a half later.
Yeah, and definitely, Doug, I would agree that having a plan is good, even if that plan is just like, okay, I'm gonna go to school and just work on my generals, which are like the, you know, calculus and stuff like that, just the general classes that aren't towards a specific major. And then when I just, you know, then I'll decide what I want after that. That's fine. Or if your thing is, I'm not going to go to school, I'm going to work towards a certification. Or if it's, I'm not going to go to school, I'm going to get real world job experience and then work from there. Like, just having a plan in general for what you want to do before kind of taking, like, it's always good to take a leap, but it's calculated leap.
Yeah. So. And, you know, and also make sure that the courses you want to do, if you do end up going to college, are things you can handle within like a certain time frame. Like, I took a bunch of courses I just straight up didn't have to in retrospect, and I probably shouldn't have done them. But like, with better planning, I could have just avoided them.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up taking like up to calculus 3, or like what I think my school called it vector calculus, and I just straight up didn't have to take that course. I just took it for literally no reason. I find out in retrospect, you mean I don't need this? And they're like, yeah, you didn't need this at all. So I ended up paying for a course I just didn't need.
Oh, school. Yeah, I'm taking right now, and one of the things I was going to touch on too, with a video we have coming up, me and Bran both went through the IDLE Foundation certification, and we both got it. That's what this little thing is up here. And for me, it was kind of boring, because it's all about the business side of things. Like, how do you handle the business side of IT? And I learned some great things in that, but it was kind of like, I just want to go and break machines and hack into them and stuff. But you do learn a lot in there. But for Brandon, it was kind of like, well, I shouldn't speak for you, but from what I gathered, it was super interesting for him, and a lot of the concepts he already knew because of how he how, because of his previous experience in the business side of things. So
Yeah, it was mainly like my college degree prepared me for like I would want to say like maybe like 60% of the idol, in the sense that I already knew all of the business side of it, and they were just refining like the more like specific information technology side of it. Um, like most of the stuff that the idol was talking about, it was me just like trying to get through the videos as fast as possible, because I'm just like I know this, so I put it on like 2 times speed, and when I got to a part that I didn't know anything about, then I'm like, all right, now let's slow it down. You know.
yeah, the idol, that'll be fun. We have a couple of videos coming out on that one, which will be relatively soon, I think. We're trying to do a schedule where we have a video come out every Tuesday and Thursday, because that's what the YouTube gurus say to do for just consistency. And but we really want to make sure that those things coming out are super productive and informative. So we're taking it slow, but also intensely fast. So
I'm sort of excited for the video that I'm going to be releasing, because of I don't know. I haven't seen much of it done, but it's basically just going to be a time lapse of my entire study time for the A+. I recorded the whole process so far.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, because I was thinking about that. It's like, you haven't actually been officially introduced on the channel. Like, I've in the channel update video, I mentioned who you were, but I mean, this is the first time you're appearing on the channel. Yay! Everyone, round of applause for Bran. You can't clap for yourself. We're clapping for you. Okay. So I think we got about like 5 more minutes. I have a Spanish lesson after this. So.
Yeah.
And we gotta eat at some point. I mean, I already ate a ton of really bad food for me, but I gotta eat again.
We've been shirking our diet, you know. But we'll get back to it soon.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if there's any last minute questions and stuff like that, we can grab it. Other than that, it's been really fun testing out streams and stuff like that with you guys. Thanks for trooping through our totally professional streaming setup where we don't break everything.
I did Spanish too, but it's not working. Oh, like the classes or the. Or the
that's so funny.
itself.
The language isn't working. No es funcionado. Yeah. No, I love Spanish. I've been doing it since I've been hardcore studying it since January. And I can speak okay. I'm conversational.
She is very conversational.
I have a mentor in tutor from Colombia, so it's been fun.
Classes in terms of what? In terms of like studying for our certifications, or like, is that to like the other people in chat?
I mean, for like my studies right now for A+, I've been solely using Professor Messer, because I learn really well through fast information and then practice exams. So my basically methodology is to go through Professor Messer's course like on like 1.5 times speed, just absorb the information, and then after that going to practice exams, going through it one time, going through seeing what I missed, working on those areas, taking it again until I've nearly 100% it, and then go through the next practice exam the same way. And I think Bran's been doing Mike Mayers.
I've been using Mike Mayers on udemy.com. Like you can generally the course is gonna say, oh, it costs like $100, but that's all, false. Basically, it's like Udemy is like Amazon for like training courses in a sense, because
it's like the Netflix of it.
Yeah, the reason why I say Amazon is because Amazon's like, oh, this product is on sale now for like 25% off, even though it's the same price all the time,
Yeah.
But like most Udemy courses drop down to like anywhere from like $5 to $12, and
Mhm.
usually you could find Mike Mayer's course for like $12. Right, anywhere from like $10 to $12.
Mhm.
Um, so it's one of those like situations where just wait for like a discount.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like Mike Mayers because he does make it interesting. He at least he makes it fun. He makes it interesting. I will say that sometimes I maybe enjoy Professor Messer a little more because he gets kind of to the point.
Mhm.
Um, in comparison to like Professor Messer's runtime versus Mike Mayer's runtime, Mike Mayer's has double the amount of like content. But it also makes me think like sometimes it's not exactly all focused on where it should be. You
Mhm.
know.
There's definitely a lot of fluff. Some of it's
Yeah.
informational fluff, but it's fluff nonetheless.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this would be very important for like Network Plus. Well, I'm like, I'm not doing the Network Plus right now, so
Mhm.
maybe just not to sound like like an a-hole, but it's like just maybe stick to the topic on hand really fast, please.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I used Mike Mayers for my Sec Plus when I got my Sec Plus, and it was super helpful, but it was definitely like a 2 times speed kind of thing. Like, let's hurry up and go through it kind of
Mm-hmm.
quickly. Um, yeah, I think there's a lot of great, like, I would love to meet Professor Messer, Mike Myers, Dion Training. Like, I'd love to meet all of them in person just to be like, thank you so much for your content and for helping everyone else doing it. Yeah, we gotta head out here too.
Yeah, you got your Spanish lesson too.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming out and watching us break the stream a couple times. We will be doing more streams in the future that are much more glamorous than this, but for right now, we're just trying to test the waters, see how it's done, and I guess we can say we've officially done our first stream. Make sure if you haven't already, join the Discord. I can link that one more time because that's where we announce when streams are going up. We also have our Twitter, I think, somewhere in there and stuff like that. So just give us a follow so you can see what's going on. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I think we say this is like where we put in like ring that bell and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know like, do we even have a bell? How does that work? Do you have to subscribe first to see the bell?
That is such a great question. I have no idea. And I can't see it because I'm on our admin panel. Yeah, but hey, thanks everyone so much for coming out, and we will see you guys real soon with some videos coming out Tuesday. Yeah. Alrighty.
And thank you, Renee, for saying hi.
Yeah. All right, now we figure out how to end it. I think it's this button here.
My camera battery is also about to die too. So
All right, I'm ending it.